I'm muted. We're fine. If only I had a light that I could see on this mic. It's on the bottom of the mic. Or not the bottom, but like the portion I can't really see. If I could see the part of the mic that was either muted or not, I would know a lot more often. But anyway, all I was saying is there's not really much to do. We determined that and fully discovered that the Power Surge Relic, for some reason, only drops as a blue variety. And we're not, it's just a bug, so we literally can't get a legendary Power Surge. It's the only one that I have left in my codex. Yeah, no, my mic was just muted, but we're starting a little bit late today, too. Because that's all I'm really going to be doing today is... Oh, this one's bugged. Is farming. That's all there really is to do right now. Here's one there. There's one there. And then the other one's up top. There we go. Let's see if I get any more than 4. Oh, he broke it open for me. I got 3 oils, so I think you can get like up to 4 or 5 because the 3 used to be the max, I'm pretty sure, right? I still don't think, I think the Power Surge is bugged overall. I don't think the Lost Master will even drop it. I mean, we can try. Oh yeah, this is the one. We can do some Lost Master farming today too. I'd have to go grab stuff for a bus station. But I ended up getting the double Lost Master thing. I forgot about this till just now. Why don't you use grapplers for movement? You really don't need it. Especially now with the, like the double jump tech. There we go. You really don't need to. The only time I've really used grapplers on this update is when I was farming Opal, and it was just a lot easier to get yourself to like the top of a cliff and then farm down. Also, I built a sick A-frame cabin in my Hightail world off stream.
I can play.
No, I play solo whenever I play my worlds, at least 99% of the time. So I think all we have to do is throw down a bus station. And then we just fry one of them, and I think you just go from one to the other. So you just farm that, and then you just hit the... Hey, what's going on? Oh, I hit F. I'm too used to clicking the buttons from Hightail the last couple days. Yo, love your vids. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I should just be able to bus to the same spot, and then the first Lost Master should be back that I took out. Got the pistols in my vids. Let's go! No, it didn't seem to spawn back in. It's just that one still. Right? Do I have to bust further? Or like go away and then come back? So I don't want to defeat him. Because then it'll like reset the whole challenge. Right? Maybe if I like just teleport here and then fly back. 'Cause you don't have to log, if you have to log out and log back in, I ain't doing all that. It's the most boring thing ever. It's already kind of boring enough having to even bus stop back in. Nah, my expert world is pretty much solo exclusive unless it's a trusted friend. Let's see if that was far enough away to trigger a reset. Still, oh, there we go. Maybe they already did reset and I just didn't see him over there. Who knows? It's not about proving to you. It's not about, like, how can you prove something to me? I'm just not. It's not negotiable. I already have people that I would or wouldn't if they wanted. Like, Brave popped in my stream right now and was like, hey, let me come check out your stuff. I'd be like, yeah, sure. But otherwise, there's nothing. I'm not trying to bring people in. That's the whole point. I think the only times I've let people help me was when I was doing like some of my auto farms and stuff like that. Am I lagging? So the thing is, I really don't need to Lost Master farm either. The only reason I kind of want to test it out, but it's going to be... If it even does drop a legendary relic, it's like a 1 out of, I think, 11 chance. Because there's, I think, 11 different relics total as far as the legendaries, so... I'd love to see if I can get the Power Surge. Has anybody got a legendary Power Surge? Not Power, Power Surge. Just to be clear with everybody. I've found a legendary power. The last one is the legendary Power Surge, which is the lightning one. The Zeus one, or no, that one's the one where you like dash. But that one is at least bugged for dragons. I don't know if they're bugged for Lost Masters because I haven't farmed them nearly as much. But does anybody have a legendary Power Surge? See, maybe I just did it wrong. Let's try just porting here. Because it's bugged from dragons. Every time I get one from a dragon, it ends up being blue for some reason, which is completely wrong and bugged. Zelo, so you got one from... You didn't, so you still were farming Lost Masters and it still dropped a blue one, is what you're saying? Because, yeah, it's bugged. That's what I mean, is I've gotten every legendary relic but the Power Surge, and that's because it seems to be bugged, at least with the dragons. Yeah, I gotta go, like, further away, clearly. I wonder if just, like, padding over here is enough. Yeah, so then it's bugged all around. Yeah, I gotta go a little bit further than that even. I guess busing to the monastery is not the biggest deal in the world. Oh, fighting sword. No worries. Where in the map is that location? Well, this is just one of the chaos challenges that's like right next to my base, or right next to the monastery. Because I just realized, dude, there's a lot. I've seen a lot of different people's Ninjago maps now. Some people got gypped, dude. They got like, I saw someone's map where it's just like mine down here, But then up here it breaks, and then this is like an island, but it's like tiny. They got, dude, I've seen people, they're getting like ripped off on their northern part of the maps, like the pink or the purple part, whatever you want to, whatever color that is. Dude, people are getting absolutely gypped on their like land that's available. Wait, what threes? Because I really don't even need to farm these guys. I could just keep going and farming chaos challenges. And that's the thing is, I really don't even need ritual oil right now. If anything, I need more, they should have amped up the unknowable energy count for this bonus weekend, because there's really no point in getting all this extra gold ritual oil, because you're just gonna bottleneck with, unknowable energies anyway. So I wish they would have included that. Come on, more wolves, more wolves. Week's been pretty good. I spent the last 2 days playing Hightail. I might even play towards the end of today's stream. Because like I said, I don't have a ton to do right now other than maybe start another build. But I'm not feeling super inspired right now. I did some Ninjago builds. A few. I did my upside down build. And then before that, I even did my my little temple I did in sandbox mode. We got 4 off of that one. Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about just trying to get more ritual. I mean, I probably have quadruple the amount that the average player does already. So do I really need to, like, farm more? Probably not. And then how many? Yeah, I've got 51 master bells. It's like, how many of these do I really need to farm past 50? Same with like dragon skills. I'm coming up on 2 stacks. The only thing I need more of is unknowable energies, which is again the bottleneck. Because for every one of these, you need 3 of these. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 stacks. There's a little bit there, but so that means I need 18 stacks of unknowable energies to even use all of this. Which, how many stacks of unknowables? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not even 6. I'm about, what, 14 or 15 stacks of unknowable energies short here. So that's what I'm talking about with the bottleneck, is like, you can get all the ritual oils you want. Don't matter. Well, I mean, at least anything under epic. Like epic or lower, because those don't require unknowables if you're making epic items. But obviously most of us are wanting gold to make more legendary items. But we had a glitch with the shields, like the handheld shield, or like the shield you get from the Earth Spinjitzu. You want to see my base? We can go see my base here, sure. Why not? I've gotten really nothing else to do today. We could do a little bit of world touring. I know, I know there's the bonus energies from like the sanctuary chests, and then there's also, you can find them out in the island too. Like at different locations, there'll be like daily chests that you can mark. But again, then you're just like farming unknowable energy. It's like, it's still bottlenecks. Like you can get some extras there, but then no matter what, technically one of the best ways to get unknowable energies after you do your daily chests is just to do chaos challenges, and then if you see the training dummy or the banners, you do those. But otherwise, doing the best way to get unknowable energies is the same as the best way to get gold ritual oils. So like no matter what, you start farming more gold ritual oils than you do unknowable energies. The bonus started yesterday, technically. No, not even not root will respawn, but some trees in the game will respawn, and then none of the rocks, none of the ores, none of like literally none of them, and then most of the like it's even some of the trees. Like I'm pretty sure frost pine still regrows, like half of the grasslands trees regrow. Bamboo will regrow, unless, of course, on all these you dig up the sapling. And then I think cactus never regrows in the desert if you break it. What else? There's a couple other like trees that like just never come back. I'm waiting for it to load in. It takes a while when I am over. Ninjago Island is like 8,000 meters away. So whenever I bus here, you can see that building that I destroyed over a year ago. That's one of the this where I built my base was a Pleasant Park POI, but for some reason, no matter what, the POIs are like ingrained into your world. See how it literally shouldn't be there. I've broken those pieces a millennia ago, but they come up as artifacts whenever you're loading, whenever your stuff is rendering in. That stuff has to like render out, so it takes a while when I get to this base to actually look at anything. Otherwise, oh yeah, we got. Wait, am I lagging? Oh yeah, I'm just lagging. But this is my main storage base in LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. I have a tour of this on my YouTube channel as well. Also, I realized I could put the gray ink is technically a different one. Is there a method to actually make the loaded part of the map bigger so I can load more map looks funny? No, your mainland is as big as it's gonna get. Like this, see how like you can kind of see that. Like I haven't explored literally every piece, but you can see like where the borders are, right? Like the world isn't getting any bigger than this. It's not unlimited, but it is. The mainland is huge, and then like Ninjago Island is the biggest event / update island we've got so far. Like it's way bigger than the Lost Isles is even, and then obviously way bigger than Star Wars Island. But the map only really gets bigger when they add more updates to the game. Like with Ninjago, they add another island next to the mainland, and that's pretty much been the theme for any update or like content. The rarest NPC. Some of the rare ones are like, and they don't do anything. It's all for aesthetic. Some of the rare NPCs would be like, I don't think Blackheart's even rare anymore. I believe Sally Sales is rare. You can own, and what makes her rare is you have to different villagers will come to your villages in different biomes. So if you make a village in the shore, it'll actually be considered a shore village, and you'll have people like Salty and Coral Reef and Outcast show up, and with an exception, Sally Sales, she can only be found at like one of the random POIs that's on the coast. So you have to go on the coast, find a small POI that has a campfire, and then sometimes there will be a friendly NPC hanging out there. And Sally Sales can only appear in that way. She won't just show up to your shore village if you're waiting around. So she's fairly rare. And then a couple other villagers that land in that same category are... Who are they? I believe Rex. Rex can only be found in the Dry Valley, but he won't show... Like, if you build a village in the Dry Valley, he'll never show up as a villager. Again, you have to search around the Dry Valley and find a random. It's all like RNG. So you basically search around the desert. Hopefully, you find one of the small POIs at the campfire, and then Rex will kind of be there hanging out. And then there's a handful of others, but they may have changed this because I haven't kept up on it. But I think Crystal is another one that will not show up to your village. You have to find her at a POI. Polar Peely and Frozen Fish Sticks are the same, but with the Frostlands. You have to go around the Frostlands, find a little small POI with a campfire, and hopefully they'll be chilling there. But the rest of these, I believe, just show up to your village in the Frostlands as visitors, so they're pretty easy to obtain. And then the Star Wars villagers are pretty easy. The most of them you get just from leveling up your Star Wars village. However, there is Beck Pira, Tal Tyrus, Mac Crescido, and Sue Sifta. These four are kind of the same thing. They won't show up to your. They might show up to your village as visitors. I actually think they. Yeah, no, I think they do. I think they can even show up to your village as a visitor in, like, the grasslands and stuff like that. But you can also find them out in the wild on Star Wars Island. And then beyond that, I haven't actually found all the Lost Isles villagers. It's kind of maybe something we can go do today, since I technically don't have much to do. And then, dude, Triggerfish, Tybrex with a party of 10. Let's go. Welcome in. I'm pretty sure Triggerfish, for some people, is soft locked, in that when expert mode came out, and I think if you have an expert world, Triggerfish will not show up as a villager. He only shows up at the beginning to give you your totem of return, and then I think he disappears forever if it's an expert world. However, if it's survival, I think he shows up as a normal villager that can, like, show up to pretty much any of your biomed villages. But the problem is, the only time I saw him in this world was when I got my totem of return. That was, I'm pretty sure, before the Codex became a thing. And so then he disappeared forever. Then the Codex came out, and now I can't really find him. Yeti, he should just be able to show up to your, if you build a village in the Frostlands. Like, the other ones can show up too, so it's kind of just like a waiting game sometimes. Whenever you log in, just check to see if he's the visitor there that time. But Yeti, he should just be able to show up to your village. And then who is, I know there's a Grasslander. Wait, where is he? Oh, yeah. Bushranger is another one that you can only find. He's I think you can find him in any biome, technically. Maybe it's just the grasslands, but he's one of those that won't show up to your village. He just has to be found out in the wild. I think there's like one more like that in this list. No, I think the rest of these Lana Lane, I'm not 100% sure. But I know Bushranger is like a non-village one. So to answer someone's question, if I were to explore out here, I wouldn't find any more map. It would just, eventually you'd hit an invisible wall after you're traveling over the ocean. Lana Lane does have to be found? Okay. Cool. Good to know. It's been so long since I've done the hunt. And then, of course, now we've got the dude, what's up with the codex? This isn't even a codex bug. This is an item drop bug. If it would drop, it would register in the codex. But I'm almost positive there's still enemies bugged in the codex. Like, I could just be missing one here, but that also could be bugged. That one's probably still bugged. That one's probably still bugged. That one's probably still bugged. Because I can't imagine I haven't found every enemy by now. Because I've got every other part. The only thing I don't have really is villagers. Villagers is where I'm the shortest. And other people have found these two. I still haven't found them. I think they're around the map somewhere. Yeah, it's super easy to travel over water. Oh, these, I don't carry these as heals. See how I got big pots in my offhand and then small pots here? These are in my hand. Really, I don't even really need those in my quick bar because they last, it's a 15-minute buff. But the reasoning for the pizzas is technically I think there's another food that gives better crit chance than pizzas do, because pizza gives level 2 crit, level 2 healing, or level 2 health, whereas pumpkin pies gives just level 3 health, which is technically better for health. And then I think there's a food that's level 3 crit, which would technically be better for crit. The reason we're using pizza is because against the named dragons, other than Gravescale, if you're fighting the named dragons, they end up doing just over 1,000 damage. So if you don't want to get one shot, you have to be wearing at least two legendary charms, especially if you're in expert mode, because you got a totem of return to account for. So you have to wear 2 charms, and then with 1 pizza, it gives you enough health. If I'm not lagging. Oh, I drank. So now I have 1140. This is enough to not get one shot by other than Gravel Scale, the named dragons, and I still get some extra crit out of it. Whereas like pumpkin pie would be pointless because then I'd have like 1220, but I'd still get 2 shot by the dragon, just like I would now. So as long as you're not getting 1 shot, then you're good. So, like, if I were not fighting the dragon, I probably wouldn't even be using pizza. I would probably be using the one that gives triple crit or something like that. I can't even know. I don't even know which one that is. Let's see. Speed, it's crit 2. Yeah, Hawaiian. See, I would be taking Hawaiian pineapples if I were fighting non-dragons, because that's just crit 3, which is really, really good. So I'm not really using the pizzas for healing. I'm using them for the buffs, rather. Yeah, that's the other thing you can do with the named dragons is use the earth spinjitzu, or before the fight starts, you can pop some enemies with the earth weapons and get the little shield pellets that way. Yeah, see, when we were playing Heights, all these like fell down the other day. Did you notice that? They're all like, I wonder if like standing on it will fix it. Fix yourself, sir. But when we were playing Hide Sale, dude, they have so many items, and it's really nice because like it gives you diverse things to craft with. And still, even in LEGO Fortnite, the thing that I'm a little disappointed in is even now, like they made the new Ninjago parts every other, I swear, during battle passes and other stuff. Like, let's go to Tomato Temple. Like, look at what all these parts cost. Red rock. Because guess what? This came out with those materials in mind during that update in that biome. And look, like this has gold in it. This has sandstone. And I get it. It has different elements worked into it. But then they kind of, I feel like they almost got lazy. They should have stayed in line with what they were doing. Because Ninjago, why does all of this cost regular wood and granite? I don't get why all of this wasn't bamboo and kozu. And why they didn't just because like bamboo and kozu, I think you only get like 3 or 4 per node, which is really low compared to like a normal tree or a normal rock, like for granite and stuff. So I don't get why they didn't scale those 2 materials the same, because it's not like it would have been OP for weapon crafting. You have too many of the materials, you still need oils. But like they kind of got lazy because all of these walls end up costing granite and wood, and why wouldn't they be kozu and bamboo like the others? And then another example is like I think even Fortnite Festival Forever, these pieces, it's like wood, but they also threw in some other stuff like the berries here and the bananas to supplement. And then there's some basic ones, obviously. But what's another theme that they actually used parts from the update? Because I don't think they're, I think the Star Wars stuff is kind of the same. If you go to the Star Wars, it's all like wood and granite, but it also, most of it includes plastoid, which was the Star Wars item. Yeah, I know, like the steel and the opal, it's not like crazy, but it's definitely, I wish there was more of it, or that it would respawn on a schedule. No worries, Tybrex. I'm usually a raid and runner. No worries. Usually by the time I'm done streaming, I'm cooked and I'm ready to just pop off and go lay down. But let's go check out some builds. You guys have seen this plenty of times, or most of you have. Let's go over to a build we haven't seen in a while, because it's technically unfinished. Yes, sandstone from Mos Eisley set. Exactly. Like it was a grind, but it was a fun grind getting all that sandstone, and it felt like cool having farmed all of it, and then like it gave a use to another material that you needed to go get other than granite and wood. Sapphire and gold, arguably. Now it's more like opal and steel is the best. Do I still have loot here? Oh my god. I figured out where all my granite and stuff went. Holy. I left a lot of stuff here. Oh my. Oh, not for tools, excuse me. Sorry, dude, so for some reason, I glossed over the tool combo part of your question. But no, yeah, pretty much that. A lot of times, I don't even feel like that's necessary. A lot of times, I don't even put anything different from damage, durability, and luck. Maybe I add destruction, but most things you break in one shot anyway, so... I don't know. It really just depends. It's not even like it costs that much more to add one more rune, right? I can't remember where my bed is. But yeah, this is my my beachside paradise village that I worked on for a while and never completely finished. It looks finished enough, but as you can see, I kind of intended to do more pathways. The thing is, you see these squiggly pathways? They take a really long time to do because they take a certain technique, and like, holy, does it take a while to get everything just right. But otherwise, there's nothing interior decoration wise here. It's all empty. But it was more of an outside focused kind of village. Here's little tennis / volleyball courts. Over here, we got the lounge. This is where I utilize the Fortnite Forever sets heavily for the first time. Got a little bus station over here. Oh, hello, Carl Reef, a.k.a. Tom Hanks from Castaway. Winnie, you got the zoomies? Oh my gosh. Go, Winnie, go. Can you see her? I think my cam is low enough. Wow. That's your toy? Let me see. Oh, my camera's on a different thing. Let me see. Let me see. Is that Long Dog? We call this Long Dog because, well, it's a long dog. Yeah, this is my expert world. What do I have on the earth weapon? Just regular earth. This is the only one. If it's a old weapon, you can only put regular relics. You can't put ability type relics on old weapons, only the new ones. There's a juice bar. Zeppelin with the super GGs. Thank you. You still get the effect, but you don't get the weakness aspect. Oh yeah, the arcade too. Look at all the fantastic prizes. I kind of didn't finish this part. There might be more things I can add here now, though. It's been a while. It's always worth going to some, like, I sometimes I like preserving my villages as is, but then there are other villages where I'm like, dude, I should totally go back and try to revamp with some items I didn't have the first time around. Because, like, having, like, the ship would be pretty cool. What else could we add here? Even the chessboard would be a cool prize. Cooler than pens and pencils. And ducky rafts. And then toys that your parents probably already bought you for the beach for the vacation that you came on. So my toy selection right now is pretty mids. But like, you know, it's an arcade, so it's about the games, not the prizes. But yeah, this is a little arcade. And then, like I said, the rest of it, I was going to build a little concert stage over here. Never got around to it. I was going to build, like, a little raised stage and make it look like there was a concert going on here. But I kind of lost interest in this village. I got very demoralized by doing this pathway and not wanting to do more of them. Because I think this one I needed to curve out like a completely different direction. And it would be kind of tough to. And this one, I think I was going to have this one go like here and then curve this way. And then kind of go through here. But never really got around to it. Uh, 55 in your world. 7 is the max per village. Oh, I forgot to show you the best part. Obviously, there's all the different... I'll show you the different structures. They're all custom structures. But here, check it out. Look, 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 look. Look! 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 It's a sandcastle competition. And look, they gave second prize to little Timmy because they had to give a kid one of the prizes. But then who did we give for? Oh yeah, first prize was the pirate ship. He gets the gold llama. The golden llama. This guy, I think I wanted to give this guy gold. This guy just built a crate out of sand. I love the realism. Like, sure, we've got castles, we got spaceships, we got pirate ships, but this guy built a lifelike crate out of nothing but sand and water. Yeah, Beachside Boulevard's great. Also, this, like these, oh, did you also notice it's kind of a illusion, but I made it so it looks like the banana is stabbed through the top of the building. He's not really. But there's like a bottom banana piece decoration, and I just like lined up the perception, or there's perspective, right? And then it looks like he got jammed through the building like a straw. Like a smoothie straw. And here we got a bus station to match, because it was nice, because the bus station is blue, and then the overall decor of all of these builds is already that same shade of blue. So I built some custom bus seats here. This just uses some half walls. I think I use upside down brackets here. I believe those are. Yeah, these are upside down bracket pieces from Beachside. And then it just makes like the perfect little cubby for like a little terminal. And then, like I said, these don't have any innards, but these all are 100% custom structures. It's all walkable. I think I did the insides, just no decorations. So this build, I wanted to make 3 medium-sized builds that all connected to each other. So that was the goal here, was to have like, and then also the goal was to have all of them on like different heights. So that way it contrasted a lot between like all 3 of the units together as you were looking at them. Like they're 3 separate units, but they were meant to like blend cohesively as one. Like that was the goal with this setup, I remember. So you can go from this building over this bridge. Now you're on the deck on this building. And then you can go over here, go down here. Now you're in this building, where you can also go here, and there's a little front door there. Or you can go through here on this door, and that brings you through to the final building, where you can also just go around the balcony over there, or you can go through the back door, and you're inside here. And I don't think there's a second level here, because there's not enough room. But that's those 3 builds, and then we've got this guy here. Got the little party patio. I don't know what to call this one, but it's very patio and decky. It's got 3 different like decks, 3 different patio areas. Actually, technically 5. You count the ones that are on top of the decks. In here is nothing too crazy. Open face to the front deck. This one goes down around to the front and the inside. These ones both have backside exits. And then you can go around to the front. There's little decks here. Boom, boom. This one, it's just 4 of these going each way, and then this building. Look at how much these have moved. These started here, and they just slowly, oh God. Just go. Is that still a piece? Is that still a piece? I can't tell what's happening. See, that one's okay. It's not too bad. But this one, again, nothing too crazy. This goes up to the 2nd level. Has some openness. There's a balcony there. And then all 4 directions, it kind of spits out the same way. Then I think this is the smallest building in the whole area, which again, just very empty. I left that part open. I kind of don't like how that looks now. I remember watching me build this. Yeah, it's been a while, huh? And then we got this one, which is just like a single house with some nice decks. Oh no, what happened there? Oh no. Oh yeah, I made it so there was no inside stairway. The way you got up there was through the back. But I like that because it like, imagine this house without that stairway. It would be so much more flat and boring. All right, I think I've showed you guys everything here now. For those that missed the juice bar. I think my storm charms are all back at Ninjago Island, so I really can't show you the storm village right now. Oh, I know what I can show you. I know. I think I'm definitely taking a day off tomorrow. I can already feel it today. I've been streaming a lot of days in a row. Sometimes I just need that one little rejuve day where I can nap for a couple hours during the time I would stream. I can feel it. Yeah, the pirate build. Oh wow, this still gets played? Yeah. It just came out with another update a couple weeks ago, and we had up to 100,000 concurrent players. It's dropped again, but yeah, there's still a really like solid fan base out here, including myself, obviously. Prepare to be amazed. Don't look at that. That's not mine. I didn't build that. That's not mine over there. That thing, not mine. Everything else. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's almost loaded in, I think. There we go. Ta-da! So these are the docks. There's a market. Little pirate market. Potions guy. Got some beach stuff for your kids while you're at the pirate. You're at the pirate convention. Then we've got like the actual like fishing part of the docks. Oh yeah, the cannons. Got our defense system. More defense system. I can do this technique so much better now that we have vertical nudge. But I did all of this before we had vertical nudging. All of this stuff buried halfway in the sand. For the cinematic view. Oh, I left a car here. Look at that. Go, go, go. Oh. A little too touchy. Oh, God. Come on. We're a little too floaty. That's okay. We're just a little too floaty. Wait, why do I have a thruster on the side? Oh, we're way too floaty. Man, they like... I swear they're changing the physics again. I don't remember one balloon being able to make this much builds this floaty. Not that I needed to drive this around. This was all just for fun. Okay. This is harder to control than I thought it would be. There's a way to run up here anyway. If only there was no build limit in this game, truly. Like, actually, no worries. Not that it's bad. Like, you can still build really big, but you have to kind of follow some rules, per se. But this is one of my favorite villages just because it's big, but it's not like super dense. Like it's dense-ish. Like it's not as spread out as my farm villages, but like it has scale to it. When you're that far away from the docks, like you get a sense of scale for the village for sure. Oh, I built all of this 100% custom. This is all 100% custom by me. Yes. Excuse me. You guessed right. I'm dying. Oh, man. I swallowed wrong. I can feel it. I know, maybe if, like, I don't think the fact that it's not their own game has a determining factor on that, because I feel like even if they did build this game completely in-house, a game, you gotta realize, like, compared to Minecraft, or, like, Hytale, this game still comes out on top in just pure aesthetics. One, like the landscape is more detailed, but then you get down to the player built stuff. Like, I don't care what you say. This right here, all the Lego stuff behind me, this is always going to be more aesthetic than just like big bricky kind of pixelated stuff. Like, obviously, if we're talking straight aesthetics, this wins, which is why I always like, or why I have always liked LEGO Fortnite. Is because nobody can beat this OG Lego IRL one-for-one Lego aesthetic. Like, sure, Minecraft might have a Lego mod pack, let me tell you, it looks like crap compared to like what a real lake. Because again, in this game, everything is scaled 1-to-1 it from its IRL counterpart. So you could build this hay bale in real life. You could build this wagon out of pieces you have in your bucket, assuming you have the pieces, in real life. And if you were to just blow that, it would be exactly scaled to like, not like in the game, but like if you shrunk or made, it's all scaled, which is huge. Like this 1x4 spacing is going to be the same 1x4 spacing you see here, because that's like, you know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 studs there. Hold on. Sorry, dogs are getting hyped up. But I don't think anything compares with this aesthetic. So I am willing to have non-unlimited build capacities and trade that in for higher quality builds. Not to say that you can't have quality builds that are big, but it's not necessary to have a big, and not to say this isn't big either, but I've really been enjoying Hightail. I'm probably going to hop over there for at least a little bit towards the end of the stream, because I am not going to stream for more than like 2 hours today. I am feeling pretty tired, and I need a day off tomorrow. I can feel it. But again, everything in this village is walkable, technically, so you could get from up here or down here to up there pretty easily. And then again, nothing inside is decorated. It is technically walkable. So like I could go up here and actually go inside. There's not going to be any detail inside. This was again more of like an outside intended aesthetic village. So like all the decorations that are here or anything you can see on the outside, there's going to be nothing like on the inside of the buildings that you have to go looking for. The only part you have to like technically jump over is like right here, but technicalities. But then that gets you up and over here. And then again, there's nothing inside this building. So I'm pretty sure I don't even remember if I put floors in this one. I didn't even make this one walkable. But then we can go up to the top at least, where there's some decorations. There we go. Oh, and then technically, I can even get to the top now, because before you had to like use a jump pad. Again, that's the POI. I didn't build that over there. Oh yeah, I never really fleshed this out. I was going to put another little market type deal down here. And then this building, it's really pretty, but again, very empty and hollow on the inside. So it's got like a kind of like a house connected to it. And then you can go in here, go in here. This has a staircase that goes up to the second level. Nothing to do here. Third level. Now we're kind of at the bridge here, or we can go around here and then up here, and then we're at the tippy top. And then we can go across this bridge, and that kind of takes us back to where we were at the beginning. Got the little corn farm there. Again, that building is pretty empty on the inside. And then all of these houses are also empty, so this is the cannon wall. Again, nothing in here. It's walkable. I put in floors and stairs in case I wanted to decorate the inside, but I never did. And then like this building has like a rock sticking through a portion of it, so it's not the best to start throwing stuff in there. But these, again, all these buildings, custom. Then there's another kind of like neighborhood area of houses over here. These ones have the, instead of being in the wall, I've just put cannons up top. But we can go through here, second entrance there. Nice little patio raised walk-in there. And then another building over here, which again... Oh, wow. I need to go all the way up. It's a 3... I didn't even know this had a third story in it. Oh, it's got like a half story. Interesting. And there's like a half floor and like another full floor. I'm impressing myself. Oh yeah, the bridge at night. Yeah, that's good. And also, what I liked about this place is it's got the floating islands just chilling right in the back too. Although what I don't like is that the light render distance isn't very high in this game. You see how the lights are all fading away? See, you can see the lights start to glow now, but if I go further away, those lights behind the cannons and the lights up there, they start to dim, and then you really just get like a much darker version of it. Yeah, the bridge is one of my favorite parts of this whole build, for sure. What else? I mean, I can show you my original builds, or some of my OG builds here. You probably have a car, probably, honestly. I always recommend, Darkin, if you want to build something big, do your fair share of small builds first. How do I have a cave in the... Wait a minute. Chat? What's going on there? That cave can't be right. Is fire out? No, not yet. I'm guessing in the next month or so. But start small. You want to start small when it comes to builds. Because, like, if you know how to build a few... Like, you can't build a good-looking big structure until you know how to make a good-looking small structure. And then a good-looking medium structure. It helps. And that's kind of what I want to show you guys what I built in Hightail here in a little bit. Because I have never played Minecraft. So building in a game like the Hightail is, like, completely new to me. Just like building in LEGO Fortnite was new to me when I first started playing it, and I'm really enjoying it. I ended up building a really kick-ass base. It was like the perfect size to hold all my stuff. I was able to utilize a handful of different building, like structural blocks, like the roof pieces and stuff like that. I made a very, very nice A-frame cabin in my Hightail world. I may even, because again, it's not gonna be my main game or my main content, but it is kind of hyped right now. And if I can get some people interested in my builds, even if they're in another game, to get them interested in my builds in this game, I'll post a tutorial or two for Hightail because I didn't have too hard of a time building what I built, and the steps are pretty repeatable. Okay, this is my Shogun. Don't look at it actually right now. Don't look at it. Don't bestow your eyes upon my build until it's finished. Here, I'll put myself right here. I'm going to go get a drink real quick because this is about gone. Yeah. 2 seconds. Everybody stretch their legs. Be right back. Who opened my door? Someone opened my door behind my back. Literally. But this is the village. It's pretty small. It's very compact, obviously. But it's the first village that I ended up building that has a wall completely surrounding it. And the wall you can walk through. The wall is completely walkable all the way around. And then there's multiple ways up. You got over here, there, and then the opposite end has 2 stairways as well. And then again, I didn't decorate the entire inside here. This is where it, like, I did outside decorations, but I didn't really do it. It was very small. There wasn't much I could think to like put in here at the time. Plus, I still technically, I kind of got to get rid of some builds because it's still loading in my old storage base. Look, you want to see storage base 1.0? It's over there because there's not much to show you in that village. It's very pretty, but any tips on finding lost masters? You should be able to find them at some chaos challenges now, but they're really all over the map technically. This is my original storage base that I kept stuff at, and then I moved it over to that one you guys see more often than not now. But this is where this is where all my food was. You can kind of see I kept everything that was on the walls at the time on the walls because this was before we had items that could wall mount the other way. And then in here was all of my storage chests. And again, this is pre-display mount days. I mean, we had the display mount, but it wasn't able to display the regular materials yet. The storage is the motivator to build mine. Yeah, and this one, I ended up having the vehicle lift. This was able to lift a vehicle, but it's very buggy, and it wouldn't always work right, even though I designed it and made it so it should work right. But yeah. No, I don't think there's any, like, I have a video on it if you want to go check it out, because I have the sound they make in there. Is very distinct, if you can remember what they sound like, because they don't pop up on the visual radar unless they pop out of the ground, but they do make like a snoring kind of sound. And then this is the first ever village I built in my expert world that was detailed. I built like my villages like I still have like my OG desert village. But this isn't where I built my original grasslands village. But after I leveled up and got all my expert trophies originally, I was like, all right, now it's time to actually build something. So this is what we built. And this was also technically a storage base at one point. Like, this was where I stored stuff before I even built that thing. So in here isn't really decorated because, as you can see, this used to have all my workbenches. And then in here, they're all gone now, but this used to have chests on the walls and stuff like that. So this was like kind of like my main base at a certain point, and then I moved out. And I never really decorated here. It was all just for show, using the Durburger and castle parts together. So this is my Dur castle. Or Castle Dur, whatever you'd like to call it. So the pistols recipe, I have a video. It's my top pin video. It's a quest line that you have to do first, so there's no like way to get it otherwise, even if you have the materials for it. But then, yeah, you can put runes on them. You can put relics on them while you craft it. Wondered how to do it? Fly. I don't have one on me, but the fly.
I really want the burger kit back, bro. I've been dying to buy it.
Yeah. Same goes for any kit. I'll take a new one, too. Let's see. I've got one. There we go. From the olden days. One. Ooh, this is going to be one stanky, rancid, rotten fish sandwich. Thing's been sitting on the wall for damn near a year plus. All right, here we go, chat. Hopefully I don't get sick. I'm okay. Just wash it down. I'll be okay. It's like Family Guy scene. Who wants clam chowder? But so when you, I don't have a village here, but when you eat the flying fish sandwich, if you go within a village limit, you can fly. So you'll see as soon as I get into the village limits here, I can fly. So only within, see, I have a, where's my village? Once I go out of range, so there's the village limit. So once you go out of range, you automatically lose your flight. But it's really nice for this. You know, I could show you builds a little bit easier than I would be able to, because I would have to like use my glider, which then I'm still like moving all the time. Ooh. The thing he interrupted me? Oh, it's a flying fish sandwich. So it's a food buff. Do I have a grill here still? Of course I don't. But you make it at the grill. It costs 1 flopper and 1 cheese. And then when you eat it, it gives you, see how I look at the bottom left of my screen. So I have that 13-minute timer. That's for the food buff from the sandwich. And then what else can I show you guys? You know what? Let's go. We'll teleport to Ninjago. We'll grab my storm charms, and I'll show you guys the storm village. I think I still have items at Storm King. Yeah. And in your regular survival world, if you want, you can just open your tab, go to settings, and if you're in regular survival, you can
Show
just
us
turn
the
fly mode on.
Supernova Academy.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I forget about my own greatness. Oops. We'll go there after. Here, let's... The only thing that's not really good in the hero weapons are the dual daggers. But that's really just a reiteration of an old weapon anyway. But the hammer is actually really good. And the pistols are obviously really good. But the hammer is also, honestly, really great. You haven't played the new Ninjago update? Oh, it's super fun. It's got another part of it coming, so we've got like Fire Spinjitzu with Kai and another part of the storyline, which will hopefully, part 2 will hopefully, because part 2 or 1 was already really fun. It was already really cool, all the stuff they added. So part 2, I imagine, will be bigger and better. See, I don't think I have a village placed here. This is my, there's a lot of pieces. Some of the bridge is broken over there from the lightning and the stuff falling. The roof over there is broken. But it looks way cooler while it's storming, because if I complete the Storm King, then the storm goes away, but then it doesn't look nearly as cool. See, like this part broke. I kind of replaced it with something basic just because. Here, we'll get the overhead view here. Oh, God. But anyway, yeah. Here's the village. And yes, this is all on a giant platform I had to make. Fight the Storm King real quick. I don't think I have any eyes on me right now. Yeah, I usually keep some in there. I don't have any. Oh god. See, when those drop in, those have a chance to break my builds. But yeah, that's my Storm Village. There's nothing inside. The only thing I did start to work on one of the interiors was here. And I just realized they didn't give us enough parts. Dude, I was gonna make a little, like, Raven factory, but, like, I swear they didn't give us enough parts to, like, diversify. I would have, like, just had more of these. But I made a little bit of, like, a factory in here. Yeah, I'm surprised you hadn't seen this one yet. And then, let's go there. I've beat the Storm King about 80 times minimum so far. A bit burnt out on the Storm King, as I am dragons at this point. As I am, like, again, I know I'm an anomaly in this game. However, I feel as if even me, I know I play multiple hours a day every day, but I still get the same feedback from players who play maybe a handful of hours per week. And I wish there was a little more to do. I think all of the updates so far have been objectively good. Is that saying that they couldn't be better? No, I think they could be better, but that also doesn't mean they aren't good. So I think we need more, and I've said it and I'll keep saying it until hopefully someone hears me and listens, is we need more peripheral stuff to do. We need more peripheral updates to come out in between these big mega updates. Like, you know, Ninjago is a pretty mentionable big update that, you know, we had to wait a while for, and we're gonna have to wait a while after its release for something new to come out. So I'm hoping that we get some more supplemental content, like more fish to catch, some sort of bugs, you know, catching system where we have, you know, 50 different bug types that they're not lethal type bugs, or maybe they can damage you a little bit, but they're more meant to be caught than they are. They're like a neutral creature, I guess you can call that. They're not like a friendly creature, but you could like capture them, put them in a jar, put them on a display, and then you got 50 different bugs you could go try to find throughout all the different biomes that are in the game so far. So like stuff like that. Don't look. Oh god. Don't look. There's no peeking. No peeking. Is it loaded in yet? Is it loaded in yet? I can't tell. We're just gonna wait. Just a moment. No peeking. And then yeah, here and then with these updates, how I would make the Ninjago update better, there's gotta be more diversity to these like chaos challenges. Cause there's about 100 of them on Ninjago Island, and you get the same. It's like 3 challenges. Because charge the conduits and hit 3 targets are, I would consider that basically the same challenge. And then you got defeat enemies, which is very straightforward. Can't argue that that's not a bad one to go with. And then what is the other one? The crystals in the sphere. And then what's the other like challenge that's different from that? I don't even think there is. I think with stuff like we need like 10 varying challenges, especially for like, and I guess they gave us like the Lost Master one in there that's been in there for a while. But I think there needs to be at least like, because there's like what, 4 or 5 simple different challenges to do. I think there needs to be somewhere along the lines of like 10 to 12. Because when you're doing this ritual oil farming, I mean, boy, does it get a little dull when you're on your 5th charge the conduit and you're just like, okay, I guess it's a simple one, but like, where's the like there's a reward here, but and there's a little bit of risk obviously because you're fighting, but there's no like satisfaction in it. But anyway, here is my where's my village lines here? Should be able to fly, right? Oh, I just need to move it. It's like not really in the dude, why is my frames here are terrible, dude. Holy. I'm like struggling to get like 40 frames per second here. Is it because I'm so close to the display base? I'm not like even in render distance, but it's like, holy, it's bad here. Like my frame rate is like actually terrible here. I haven't felt this frame rate since like before a couple updates ago. But this actually does have full interior design. But yeah, holy cow, I'm struggling to get like 30 FPS in here. It looks terrible just because of the FPS. That and the village perimeter won't go away because I have the flight mode on. But over here, anyway, we've got a training area. Little weapons training. Little melee weapons training. And then over on the opposite side, we got the ranged weapons training. And then upstairs was the basketball courts. And then on the opposite side is an actual gym. Complete with lockers, showers, some potties, and then up here is the tennis slash whatever net courts you would consider these. The building in this game is so bad. What do you mean? Do you mean like the controls rather, or like the aesthetics? If you're talking aesthetics, dude, this alone, detail-wise, beats any Minecraft build ever. Just in pure detail. Because you're building with Lego bricks instead of just mushy blocks. Which, again, I'm not saying Minecraft is bad, but if we're comparing building aesthetics, this wins everything. I mean, the controls are pretty easy. I find it pretty intuitive, but I've also put in the time to kind of practice it. But that's just like any building game, right? You're not going to hop onto Minecraft and just be able to build whatever. Now, maybe me a little bit more so. Like, I can kind of prove that. I'll show you my build in Hightail here in a little bit that I pumped out in about an hour and a half yesterday off stream. But most people, even in the simplest building games, you can build maybe easier, but it's still hard to make complex, detailed things. I think it makes building easier in a sense, because to build detail, you have wall chunks, and really the only thing you have to do is alternate so it's not repetitive. So you're not just like same wall next to the same wall, next to the same wall, next to the same wall. But otherwise, I really do like the building system in this game. There are many improvements that need to be made. They need to have like a thing, whether you're in sandbox or not. Let's say I'm building right now, like, you know, I'm building over here. I don't want to have to go back and I don't even want to go to my recents. Let's say I have half of these items right here in my recents list, which right now I have a different selection, but let's say it's just all the items here in front of me. I would still have to open here, click this, then place it. What I really wish there was is if I was building with, I think if like they had like, pretend this is the wrench. I think if you had the wrench out, you should be able to like right click on a build or like press F on a build, and it would immediately copy that bench into my hand, and then I would have that bench in my hand. So that way, if I was building over here and wanted to make a touch up and add like another bench right here per se, I could just go like, boom, copy. It's immediately copied that build because I obviously already own that build. But why would I want to go back into my build menu to grab it when I could just select it as like a palette from my build. So there's plenty of quality lights that I would agree with you. There needs to be improvements. But overall, I think building in LEGO Fortnite is underrated, to say the least, because, I mean, who else is doing stuff like this? I mean, there are people, but not many. Haskins is one of my, I don't want to say competitor, because we're obviously all friends, but like as far as like people who I look up to, Haskins is definitely one of, if not the top builders I look up to from my own perspective. No, I get you. And everybody, and some people, it's just not going to be their type of game to begin with. I think just like I'm obviously biased. I'm a huge Lego fan, so of course I'm going to love building in the Lego game. You know what I mean? But I totally get that everybody's kind of got different preferences when it comes to their builder survivals. There's so many of them out there now. This is the cafeteria, if you couldn't tell. You know what I could do? I wonder if those would look better upside down. I think I did put them upside down, but I think I liked them better right side up, because then these came down and made it look more like open vents that were actually sucking up fumes. Because then if they were upside down, then it was like a closed system, and there was really looked like there was no openings to actually do the job of an exhaust system. How do you get better at building? In general, it's just feel. Like go to sandbox and just start kind of throwing stuff down. I always recommend start small, and there's a little bit of like Lego math involved. Here, I think did I move all my chests out of here? Oh, I did. I always tell people to start with like a basic 16 by 16, which is technically a 20 by 20 building. So it's the walls in this game, mostly they're 2 by 2, they're 2 by 4. Sometimes there's 2 by 6s. This kit doesn't include a 2 by 6, but it skips straight to 2 by 8 and then 2 by 16. And then this one also doesn't have it, but a lot of kits will have a 2 by 12. So your walls are generally 2 by 2, 2 by 4, 2 by 6, 2 by 8, 2 by 12, and 2 by 16. So what I usually tell people to start with is a building that uses the 2 by 16. So you would use a 2 by 16, and then you want to make your corner pieces, because you don't really want to build like this and make this a part of your corner. It's going to throw your kind of overall symmetry off if you're going for symmetry, but it's also just easier to have a 2 by 2 as your corner. And then I tell people start with a building that is literally the size. So this is using 2 by 16 walls, but then that would be 17, 18, 19, 20. So technically this is a 20 by 20 stud structure, but I call it a 16 by 16 because we're using 16s, and then I always kind of imagine the corners as a given. But I always tell people start with a build that is quite literally this big. And then once you do this, you can really start to like kind of edit it. So from here, we can go back and we can look at our wall pieces, and that was we know that gap is 16 studs. So really, all we got to go back through here and do is find maybe different pieces, and this is just an example, but like, you know, that fills up 4 of the spaces. And then what else can we put there? Well, now we've got what? 16, so we've got 12 spaces left to work with. We could put in that 12 size wall. We could find a door that's 12 wide. We could find an archway that's 12 wide. Now this is an interior one, so it's going to be a little too short. But we can do an 8 right there, and then we got to fill it in a little bit with some 2 by 2s. But like you see, the process is once you get your shape going, you can start to edit, and then once you have your corners defined, you kind of fill in the gap. Filling in gaps is a lot easier than just coming all up with it all on your own as you go. Like it's like for me, it's not spontaneous. I'm not just like crapping out designs like as I go. It's a lot like you'll see me doing a lot of this where I'm like, okay, I got my, and then like that's why I also say start with a small one like this, because once you get a structure that you like that's small, it's much easier to start making that instead of a 16 by 16 or a 20 by 20 rather. You're going a little bit wider, or you know, 4 units. So imagine this is like 1 unit. So you could go 2 by 2 on this and make it a little bit wider. So instead of this, you could take that out, do another 16 wall, then another corner. So now you have a 16 in between the 2 corners, and now you can like add some windows here or whatever, but then you could build that. It's just like I said, starting small and finding the shape of your build. So even if you're not building square, general, and then also roofing is a little bit of a niche thing too, because it's very particular with spacing. LEGO Fortnite, yep. It's going to be a short stream today. I'm actually going to hop over to Hightail here in a moment. And I'm just going to hop over there for maybe like 15, 20 minutes and show you guys the build I did over there off stream. I'm very proud of it, so I need to show it off. Build the upside down, like the Stranger Things house set, where there's like one house and then like a house underneath it. That would be kind of neat. I guess I could do that technically with Pleasant Park and Beachside. I could have one that's like a yellow house and then build have it like be floating, and then have underneath it be the blue beachside house, and that could be like kind of like the upside down. And technically, I didn't even show you guys all of this build yet. The only thing that I have here decorated is the first floor. The second, third, and fourth floors are just fake, essentially. So these are the dorms. So here, dorm. They're all decorated, but they're all the same. Dorm. Dorm. Dormitory. And then there's bathrooms. There's shared bathrooms over here. Showers. Boom. And then the other thing I didn't show you was in here. This is like the front office. And then I showed you guys the cafeteria. And then I kind of showed you guys the little study hall. You got the little study area, study hall, computer lab, that kind of stuff. Over here is I just made into a locker hall. I figured it was the only thing that would really fit well. And then up here, we have the Science and Research Center. So we just got conveyor belts on conveyor belts with a bunch of fun, different stuff being studied. Oh yeah, and they're making the microscopes too. But yeah. This is so cool. Thank you. And then up here, I never did build a helicopter, but there is a helipad up here. A heroic helipad. Oh, and then here's the outside. This is like where the study hall was. It's like you can go outside, get some air. These are not bushes. Neither are these. These are from, what is it? It's not Oro's studio. It's, yeah, the Dry Valley Home and Auto, I think. Wasn't it? Yeah, the Dry Valley Home and Auto. They're technically benches, but nah, dude, they make perfect little bushes instead. I can't remember if I figured that out. No, I think I saw that from someone else. I just couldn't remember who, if it was like a Reddit post or something, but I can't claim the originality on that idea. Yeah, that's my Supernova Academy. And then I didn't really show you guys this part, but it's just like common areas where there's like digital displays where people's schedules and classes would be. Give me a sec. I'm going to run to the restroom, and then I'm going to load up Hightail for a little bit, and then we're going to call it a night. So give me a moment, and then I will get switched over. Hightail like literally loads right up. It takes like 3 seconds. play. And go away. It should switch over here in a sec. Did it switch over for TikTok? Perfect. I shall show you guys my A-frame cabin. Now we're showing off other builds in another game. I love how quickly this game loads up. It's so, like, simple. Here, let me, sleep first. I don't have much lighting on the build, so during the night it's a little bit dark. But this is Hightail. This game just came out a couple days ago, for you guys unaware. It's only on PC, I did come to find out, which is unfortunate, but... Yesterday, I moved all my stuff that was here. And then I built this. And look, I built a stable for my horse. And then I built an A-frame. I do want to make some touch-ups. I wanted to see if I can add some windows up towards the top in a way. But otherwise, here. Let's check it out. Oh no, I'm missing a block. Must have broke that on accident here. I think it's the hardwood planks? I can't remember which ones I used. They're similar to the other ones. There we go. Aha! And then inside, we got our storage system. We got our benches. And look, I even made the fireplace go to the furnace from the outside. It literally is this on the same... I lined it up, and then I kind of made it move. I could move it up, but I figured I'd just bring back that. So look, it exhausts out through the chimney. Not actually, but in my mind it does. So it's extra cool. And then we got all my storage, right? We got all this. And then look. There's a second floor. Oh, how do I keep missing pieces? It's the second time. Oh, that's not supposed to be there. Get out of here. There we go. And look. I've got the builder's workbench and the furniture workbench up here. But it's my base. Like I said, the other thing I wanted to try to do was... Let me grab some of this stuff. This is like the building pieces I had to craft to do all this. Well, this is Hightail. This is a brand new game. So I want to add like a window, like I think right here would be cool. 'Cause, yeah, then it's like up there, or should I add it lower? Because I feel like right here. How would it even work here? Oh, it really doesn't. I can't place a window there. I would have to like build out with blocks or something, or like, hold on. Let me cook here. Maybe I have to like, oops. Kind of frame it like that. Oop. Oh, I don't have any more windows. Is that my last window? Rip. Like maybe I build it out like that, but that even looks kind of weird. Because you can't really see it. I think those were made from oak. Good thing about this build is you can climb up it, because it's just the right angle, or just enough of an angle. But yeah, see, that's going to be weird because then the bottom won't be covered. There's got to be a way I can make a window out of this nicely. Just got to figure it out. Do I like this better than LEGO Fortnite? I can't say I like it better, but it's a nice alternative that I might hop on and play from time to time. Because, yeah, these don't click onto anything there. I guess I could make it. No, because then I'd have to, like, come out even more. Like, maybe that could work? No, but even that's kind of weird. Oh, don't place sideways. Well, even that's going to be weird because eventually the window will go... Like, I would need one above it. Like, no matter what. Like, I don't need windows, but I think there's a way to do this. But I think that's, like, the only way is if I really box it in like that. And I could kind of have windows, but that feels kind of weird, doesn't it? I mean, maybe on the other side if I did it, because we already have the chimney sticking out on this side. I technically could do the other side. But I'm trying to think of a better way that I could do the window here. I guess I'll leave that one there, and we can try, like, another method on this side. I am not going to play a random song. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is going to be odd if I want it. Maybe is there different window options? Was there different roof options I can build? So we have these roofs. We have the trapdoor. Oh, we have a wooden sign. I wonder if we can write on it. How do you play Hairtail? It's on PC only, and it's $20. See, it's weird. I can't even build on those. Like, has to go on, like, the side of something. Like, that looks nice from the inside, for sure. Can I get rid of that one, too? There's a little bit of stuff sticking out there. The slabs, what's weird about the slabs is you can't place one slab on top of one another. So like you see how even these are slabs actually below this, which is why I had to raise these ones with regular blocks. So you can't actually place a slab directly on another slab. Otherwise it just floats. Oh, does R rotate them? Because, like, I could do the slabs, but, like, right here, technically, is, like, where I'd even probably want to replace, like, these ones. Oops. Damn it. Still getting the hang of this. swear I aimed right at this, at the right spot there. There we go. So like even right there, because otherwise, like there's a couple parts on the floor that I could replace, but then that just makes my ceiling lower down here the more I do that. Oop. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. What are you playing? This is called Hightail. Came out a couple days ago. Hey, let me out. It's like, that looks pretty nice. I just don't think it looks nice right next to the chimney. Like, it is very bulky. And maybe I could do a different color, too. It doesn't need windows, but I'm sure there's a way. And wonder if I did the slab sideways, if that would be any... Because, no, then it would still float, wouldn't it? Like, if I just did like this, and then did that... Like, I couldn't even stick that to the side of that thing, then. I could also just make, like, a little... Like, a balcony type thing, too. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Oh, I see, R. Yeah, okay. So if you're, it locks onto the wrong one like that just did. Sometimes it's a little funny. There we go. Oops. But this game, like I said, just came out a couple days ago, and I'm giving it a shot since I've never played Minecraft before. I think I could put another slab behind there. Oh, that went sideways. Can I also rotate the slabs that are sideways like that and make them go like right side up? I guess you can't really see which way it's gonna go.
Have you played this then? At this point, it would be fun if you give Minecraft a chance. Maybe I might even like it.
Maybe you might even like it. 'Cause that looks good. Thing is, though, I don't want to get into too many different things, but... I'm not saying I'm not open. Oh, interesting. That kind of like lets me phase through that piece just a little bit. And then I thought I made more stairs. I guess not. You know what I think, too, I could do is I should be able to break... Oop, keep going to the wrong one. Should be able to break those now and then attach a window, but then it's going to make more of a gap. front of it that I really can't cover. See? Can I break that now? No, it needs a supporting piece. But I guess I could go from above. And then those should work going down. Right? Like that? So they just need like a little bit of a supporting piece up there. So really would probably be even better is up here if we just did these guys instead. Oop, there we go. So that way it's like a lot thinner profile. So it's just like a little, like that, you see? That's the move. And see, like, there's a little bit of a gap there, but, like, we don't care about that. We're not worried about that. Because that we can see really nicely. The only thing I'm thinking about doing is finding a wood that matches the color there on the outside and using that instead so it kind of matches. There's nothing in the rulebook says you have to play the most popular game. I guess all those ones I could... I don't need that little bit of space right there. So I could do the same thing with like those ones. We don't need that to have like the gap that it does. I think those other ones were made out of something else. I think they were made out of maple, possibly. Well, like, I guess that it's supposed to be more of a RPG type of deal. So when it comes out, I'm excited to see what what it brings in that whole aspect of like open world RPG. But I like building stuff, so that's always probably one of the main things I always continue to do. Just build stuff regardless. Because that's what I like about this. Like, because I'll still obviously play LEGO Fortnite. But what I like about this is like, dude, I just built this kick-ass base. If I wanted to, I could like get rid of this chest, and I could now from here make an underground part of the base. That's just something you cannot do in LEGO Fortnite, which for me, I can like live with those limitations. But otherwise, there's got to be a little more to it as far as the building. For me, I want to be able to build underground. I don't know if that's ever going to be possible in LEGO Fortnite. So this is like scratching an itch that like LEGO Fortnite can't. But that doesn't mean I like necessarily think one is better. Back at it with the rip-off Minecraft. Why do people... Like, I just don't get the hate. People are like... You know, if you had two things that were equally as fun, you know, it doesn't matter what it is to you. It's about other people's perception. Like, I just don't see the issue. Why do people got to voice it? Like, I guess I could just ignore it, but it always I feel bad for you, I guess, because it makes me feel like your enjoyment relies on what other people are doing. And it seems like you're more worried about what I'm doing than what you could be doing. So I like that window. Let's either do another, I guess. Yeah, I could do another one right behind this. I think this wouldn't look bad if I did it double, because it's 2 spaces away from the wall there. We could go... like here. And do the same deal. There's this great thing, and there's no rule saying you have to play it. So, like I said, if you don't like it, man, don't play it. But don't be surprised when other people are interested. I've never played Minecraft. Do I think I would enjoy Minecraft if I played it? Sure, but I'm playing a new game. It's pure copyright, I guess. When isn't, you know, Marvel Rivals pure copyright of Overwatch, and isn't then every first-person shooter copyright of James Bond 007 GoldenEye for an N64? I know there's games that came before that even. But, like, I mean, there's things that make this game different from Minecraft that are very defined, and that's why people are going to be driven to it. Because I already saw something about there being, like, prefabs you can design and then, like, put up for people to download. I think that alone is really cool. And I would like that in LEGO Fortnite, too. But I think it'd be really a good opportunity, especially if they make it into an open marketplace. Like some sort of, like, creator marketplace where you can earn, essentially, commissions off of your designs and stuff. I would love to do that. Just make cool stuff in this game. Can I not build there? Oh, I'm out of windows, duh. Oh yeah, and I gotta replace some bricks. Hold on. I guess I just have to replace those ones that I had. Just replace them with those ones. And then we can put the bench on top of that. There we go. And then we need more windows that are made out of... I think they were maple windows that I made. Yeah. Yeah, and this is in the same category as Minecraft. Like, it's in the blocky category that like they kind of like, yeah, they were the first ones to do it, but they kind of created a category that was free to use. Like, look at Roblox. Didn't Roblox come out after Minecraft? Wouldn't Roblox just be almost a ripoff of Minecraft, but to a different extent? The aim of this game, I couldn't tell you. I'm not an expert on it. I know right now this is just the exploration mode, so really the drive of the game is just survival and finding enemies. But when the full game releases, there's an adventure mode, which will have like a storyline, RPG. I think there's going to be more like upgrade aspects, I believe. I still haven't built like the arcane bench or whatever it is, or the Yeah, the Arcanist workbench. This is how you can get like magic and stuff. But I want to say in the other mode that's yet to come out, it'll have like other progression upgrades and stuff. Even if it doesn't, it'll be more story driven. Whereas Minecraft is an overall do whatever you want. There's nothing in the game driving you to do any objective. Like, yeah, sure, the Ender Dragon is like the end goal, but does the game even like, are there pop-ups or like objectives to do that? Or is it just like, that's the thing to do? Whereas this game, I want to say the main difference will be in that there's like, obviously going to be bosses and stuff to do, but it'll be more linear maybe, in a sense. That's my understanding, at least. Actually, wouldn't I want to use the darker one? I kind of like the lighter one better. Wonder if I could put something on top of that. Because, like, windows aren't going to really work here on this level, because I have this one also dug in a block deep into the ground to give me more headspace and stuff for the second level. Well, at this point, I'm just going to play the game. I'm not interested in going back and forth, but yeah, that's all. All right, let's... I think we just do a thing of windows on the other side, like opposite where I don't have the chimney. If you want to debate with someone, go into the TikTok comments, because I could really care less. I'm not trying to argue for the game. I'm enjoying it. I'm playing it. Bottom line. Oh, you got me. You got me, Mr. James. So he's still trying to argue. It's weird. Anyway, we're building windows. There's my skeletal horse that I took from the other area. I done kidnapped him. Oh, I ran out of windows again. That's why. Huda. James, you know I've had 50 plus viewers all day long, right? I've been streaming for, I mean, only 2 hours today because it's a short stream. But if you want to try to take credit for what was already there and get your one up, I guess go for it, my guy. Let's do, where's my bench? Nope, other one. Alright, good there. That's where I did the other one, right? 2 spaces away? Yeah. Well, it's the people that they clearly don't get enough attention or like person-to-person interaction in the regular part of their life, so they gotta go find it online. People feel really important when they get a streamer to talk to them, even if it's argumentatively, or even if they're arguing and the person they're talking to is kind of just talking. See, I thought we were having a friendly chat until he was like, "See, this is crap, and you're just hiding something." It's probably just, honestly, it's probably just a non-human. Like, I wouldn't... You remember that scene from Superman where it's got all the monkeys just spitting out crap? I'm almost positive that is not fake in the sense that there are just AI bots out there programmed to just have, like, they've got the, like, baseline intelligence to just, like, keep an argument going, and that's all their directive is. You know what I mean? Oh, I haven't, I was going to say, I think I grabbed all the stuff that I needed over here. Other than the bed, I guess I can move the bed now. Keycap just popped off. That was random. Literally, my E keycap, I must have, like, flicked it at the right angle, and it made my keycap completely come off the board. Let's see. It's the only bed. I could build my own bed, I guess, but this is the only one I've found on its own, so I've been using it. That tree, I didn't build that. That I didn't build. I built the A-frame. I just moved out of the tree. The tree belongs to those Quebec people, whatever I don't know what they're called. Oh yeah, the inside there, that was game generated. I stole that area's bed. That bed was just sitting there, and I've been using it ever since as my own, and now I just stole it. Oh, I forgot I have to raise it up here. That's fine. The half slabs, it's kind of weird when you build on half slabs. It like forces you to build on top of it anyway. So see how right here I can't build here? That's because I use slabs below it, but I can obviously place it here. I just can't get it centered. That's it. I wish like in a game like this, that's the one thing they could have done different from Minecraft too, is have it so like you don't have to lock in block to block. Like 0.5 block grid would have been nice here, so I could place it right in the middle. Like I'm not going to go crazy over it, but that's a difference that I think could be made. I guess I'll just throw it in the corner then and just make this like a little sleepy time area. Oops. I ran out of those two. Sick. I don't want to overcraft them, but there we go. And then I can make like a little lamp and stuff like that there. What game is this? It's Hytale. I just started picking it up for the first time the other day. It is what people are calling a Minecraft ripoff. To which I say, I could care less. I'm enjoying myself. But yeah, it's Hytale. It just came out a couple days ago. It's been in like off and on development for like years and years and years, from my understanding. But still, at the end of the day, nothing beats the aesthetics of LEGO Fortnite. Like, as much as I like the aesthetic of what I built here, it's only got so much aesthetic to it that I can find charming. Whereas, like, there's plenty of, like, other build decorations and stuff you can build in this game. But something about it when it's built out of Lego, it makes it that much better. And I think, like, if this bench were the same thing but built out of Lego, it would be better. You know? So I'll still... LEGO Fortnite isn't going anywhere for me, but I'm absolutely gonna let my creativity fly in some other games. I don't know if I can rotate the slabs better, but I just have to build a piece below it first and then break it. So we got my benches, nice and up and around the windows. Could always put a bench there too. So how's Hytale? I'm enjoying it so far. Considering I've never played Minecraft or any other similar game, I think there's like a couple other titles out there that are fairly similar in the blocky building realm. But I've really never put any hours. I think the max time I've spent on Minecraft in my entire life is like no more than a couple hours. So I've never really, I think the one time I played it was with a buddy of mine who wanted to play it a couple years, like several years ago. And I barely even remember the experience. But it's called Hytale. I've just been working on this A-frame cabin last night and now today on stream. I almost want to put slabs going out like right here. Oh, those are the wrong color. But I figured that would be kind of good looking if I did these going across. There's like little shades, but maybe there's something better that I can do than that. I think there is. I think there's another build that I can do. No, Steph is in the Adibus. Oh no. Because there's this thing. Let's see. Yeah, the simple wooden platform. Let's see what those end up looking like. And if I can use those as like window shades, maybe. Like, how do these even go onto the wall? Okay, I see. So that is even like thinner than a slab, though. But how can I get it to go? Can I get it to go on here? No, it still goes like another space higher than that. So I need to go lower? Like that? Is this game better than Minecraft? I'm not here to say. I'm playing it because I enjoy it. I don't even play Minecraft, so I couldn't even make the comparison if I wanted to. I don't know if I like those. Like, I do and I don't. It's obviously different from what I did up there. Well, these are clearly made of something else. I think those would look good on the bottom, too, you think?
That's why LEGO Fortnite is unique, because you won't find many similar survival games with its aesthetic. It stands out, plus it's embedded in a huge game development being Fortnite.
They just need some more quality of life features that a lot of other games in its genre already have. That's kind of its only little bit of a downfall. I see I even have those lined up pretty nicely. Trying to think of what else we can do here. Won't even let me place those there. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube and Twitch as well. Worst game? Don't play it then. But thank you for the input. If it's the worst game, then there is no reason you have to play it then, right? All right, let's see if I can... I think there's a couple other benches I need to craft still that I haven't yet. So let's see if I can get those ones knocked out. All right, I got the furniture and the builders. I don't have a farmer's workbench yet, so let's get that going. An alchemist workbench we do not have. And then what do I need for this? One more linen scrap and some thorium, which I definitely only have 3 of, so we're kind of cooked there. But we could go throw this stuff upstairs somewhere, I think, is where there'll be room. Yeah, I got it from another biome and brought it back, and it actually stays. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to build up.
Have people never really understood the concept of opinion and personal preference?
Nah, people just like to be heard. You know? They get the point of opinion, but they just don't understand that having theirs heard isn't always necessary to have life move forward. Like if someone comes into the stream and says worst game, it doesn't add anything to anything. So I don't know. What was it? I needed. Hold on, I think I needed to use these. It's a little packed in here, but we've got all the stuff we need. Maybe I should go throw that down there. It's a little more stone-like. It looks like it would blend in better down somewhere over here. Yeah, let's get rid of the tanning table down here, and we'll put the hide thing upstairs. Get rid of that. Go with those two next to each other, and then this thing will go down here. I think that works in with that table a little bit better. Yeah, because doesn't Minecraft only use like one station? You can pretty much craft everything out of that. I do have to say it's more immersive that way if you feel like you have one thing for a certain subset of other things rather than one blanket over everything. How did you display the relics face up? Is that a wall mount trick? Yeah. You have to have them coming from the top going down, because if you have them coming from the bottom going up, then they're upside down. So you have to have them like switcherooed. Oh, that doesn't need to be there. Okay, so what else? This is the other bench we need. So here's where I can build like all the kind of the more fun stuff, like my bed and stuff like that. Like honestly, I'd want like a lumberjack bed, but I don't have any white cloth. I really don't have any cloth right now. I haven't started on making any of that. But I'm trying to see, is there like a dresser? Oh, here's the clay, and then I think... Oh, those are... Oh, here's the cloth. Bolt of wool. Yeah, I don't have any wool. I don't have any wool scraps even. Then there's these fancy bricks. Where's like the furniture? Isn't there like tables and stuff? Or is this all it for now? That's kind of cool. A chandelier. Maybe there's more stuff to build. I just have to like upgrade or something. Maybe like... No, it says max tier reached. That's max tier reached. That can be upgraded. That can be upgraded. So I'm not sure if there's... Is there more building items? I thought there'd be like... Yeah, there's got to be more than this. Because like I remember seeing like bookshelves and stuff. So I probably just... don't have the recipes for it or something. There's got to be more to it that I'm not realizing. Oh, that'd be pretty cool outside. Now I don't know if I have any dark wood. Yeah. Honestly, I mean, it's $20, so, you know, spend wisely. It's not free, so you know, there is some drawback if you end up not playing it or not liking it. But I'm liking it so far. I like building stuff. Look at that. That's pretty. It's functional. Let me skip today here. Well, you can't get it through Steam, so it's only through them directly, like the Hightail Studio website. So I imagine there's maybe no refund. But who knows? Yeah, there's my A-frame. One thing I was thinking about doing is bringing those windows lower, but at the same time, I like them like that, unless I were to bring them down a little bit lower, so that way they match the same height as the windows on the side. I'd say it's a pretty solid A-frame cabin if I ever saw one. And like I said, it's also a brick or a block lower, as you can see from the floor around it. That way it gave me a little more headroom on this floor, and then it gave me plenty of room for the second level without being too cramped. But this is now officially my main base, starter base. And it's me! I think I'm going to call it there for the day. These guys have been getting bugged lately where... Oh, there we go. I got to, like, hit him, and then he's, like, actually rideable. But yeah, you can, like, keep animals, too. I found him the other day. Oop, give me that. And I've been keeping him here ever since. So it's my personal steed. Where's my food? Oh yeah, and the trapdoors too. Those are pretty cool. This is cool. Thank you, JP. I appreciate it. This is my first ever. I've never played Minecraft before. Like, I think I've played a couple hours worth of it, but it's still enough to say I've really never played it. So I've never played it before, but this is officially my first ever build in Hytale or a game similar to it. Yo, a Galaxy? Holy crap, dude. You really like it. You weren't kidding. Damn, bro. Thank you. But yeah, this is my first ever build I've done in any sort of... Because normally I play LEGO Fortnite. And that even was the first kind of open world builder survival game I ever picked up because I had never played Minecraft before. So I am pretty pleased with myself here. It came together. And now we can just add more. We could just keep adding to it. Yeah, I normally only, it's even if it was, I'm calling it a little shorter than I normally would. I stream from 4 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's currently 7:43 Mountain Standard Time. So I might go a little bit, like normally I'd go a little bit longer, but I'm pretty much at a wrap-up point where I'm not going to go out on a mission right now to go gather stuff, really. I mean, I suppose I could go grab something. But I'm not going to do any more building right now, that's for sure. This is pretty much at a good stopping point. Today I ended up adding the windows on both sides and kind of touching up some of the other stuff. So I think I'll leave it alone until another time. Dude, another Galaxy. Oh my god. Yeah, we can go farm for a little bit. Let me see. I was farming the other night in this biome, and then I think I want to try to go down to the desert, if anything. The only thing is I'm going to lose my horse. Is there another horse around here? I was getting other horses to spawn here the other day. I don't want to take my skeleton horse and lose him, but I could always go get another one. Because that'll be way faster to get over there. Hold on, I have to like hit him and then I'm allowed to get on. There we go. Because I could go to the desert. I've been collecting flowers and trees and mushrooms from all the places I've been traveling to. Where am I going? That way I'm kind of just stocked up on stuff before I even know before I need it. So I've been collecting a bunch of the petals and mushrooms because I think you need the petals for making the different colored cloths, the different colored clays. So I figured if I want to build any sort of structures that have those bright, vibrant colors in them, I'll need to use some sort of colored clay or cloth for the build. So I figured I would just stack up on those. So I've got like tons of different colored petals right now that I've been collecting.
So tomorrow's a day off, correct?
Yes.
And if not, what will you be playing? I missed when you would build huge villages with the new Lego pass each time. You abandoned the Ninjago one.
That was because it was in Sandbox, and I kind of lost the effort to keep going in Sandbox when ultimately I'd rather just build in my expert world. But I can probably hop on another expert build here soon. There is pretty much nothing for me to do otherwise right now in the game. Yo, JP, you're insane, dude. 3rd galaxy in one day. It doesn't happen often, let alone 3 times. So I appreciate it, my man. See, I was farming here the other day. I was getting a bunch of these, like, mushroom blocks, I guess they're called. These things. Those were brown mushroom blocks. And then if you travel around, there was also some more brown mushroom blocks. Those were yellow mushroom blocks, I think those ones were. And then there's also red mushroom blocks. So I was just kind of collecting a bunch of stuff here the other day. But I really haven't collected anything from the desert yet, so we can do that. I figure there's some stuff out here we can grab. Ooh, what kind of stone is that? It's really pretty. So he's just gonna run away now. Like, what kind of stone is this? Shale brick. Interesting. Pretty easy to break. Oh, it's breaking the new zone before it even comes out. Come back here. Might as well. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come back. If only they would stay near you. Okay, we got a guy to fight anyway. Do I have arrows on me? Yes, we do. Hey, ass. Leave him alone. Oh, missed. Missed again. Where are you going? I actually do need to farm more hides. Hides are what I end up... That might be what I do right now. There's probably a lot of animals with hides out here. Because the forest, the rabbits don't drop hides. But hides are what you need for a lot of the weapons, like medium and light hides for a lot of the beginning stuff. So I guess I could just farm some of that. I bet all of these hyenas and saber-tooth guys give them. Oh, you want to stop moving the second I shoot? To lead, I'm like leading him on like perfectly, and then he just stops. What are you? I haven't discovered you yet. Do you give hides? Oh, poor guy. I think these guys will give hides too. Oh God. Oh my God, there's a whole family. Ow, don't kick me. Wait, did I get hides off that? Yeah, we got light hide. Perfect. Oh my God. Did you guys get lost? Hey, come back here. No, don't go in there. It can't be any safer in here than it is out there. Come back. Don't worry. I will relieve you from this realm. I haven't really explored one of these caves yet. Yeah, the horses, at least the one, the skeleton one, I found all the way, like, over here. And I brought it back, and then I left it in my stable. But otherwise, I found a handful of other ones that were right next to where my cabin was, like regular horses. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take those hides. Whoa, is it, like, sandstorm? All of a sudden, I, like, can't see very far. Or is that just... Yeah, there we go. Was there like a sandstorm going or something? It's like my view distance was like cranked down there for a second. I was playing Fortnite today. I just ended up switching over to here for the end part of the stream to show off the cabin I built, and then to kind of just run some other stuff before I hop off for the night. But I did about hour and a half, 2 hours on LEGO Fortnite today. But I think, yeah, he gives a hide as well. Yeah, definitely hides or something that seem to be not like a bottleneck, but you need to make sure you're farming them more than not. Otherwise, you're going to like be like, oh, I've got all these iron and copper ingots, but I can't even make another sword because I don't have any light hides. I wouldn't like, because like once you become rich, quote unquote, in LEGO Fortnite, you just build stuff. But you know, I love building stuff, but I also like playing the other aspects of the game, and I can't get by on just building. Otherwise, I do get a little burnt out. That's why I'm kind of supplementing it with this game here and there, is because I'm not going to quit LEGO Fortnite by any means, but this will definitely make me more excited to play LEGO Fortnite maybe the next day, because I took a bit of a break, right? That's my thought process behind it. Is I'm still streaming, playing a game, using my creativity, but I'm not burning myself out on one game. Because thing is, like, as excited as I am for part 2, if I play and just farm oils and dragons all the way up until the part 2, I'm almost going to be, like, burnt out on playing the game anyway when part 2 comes out. So I might as well break it up just a little bit and play a different game here and there, so that way when this part 2 of Ninjago comes out, I'm not completely capped out. What game is this? It's called Hightail. It's $20 and it's PC only. I forgot those are pricklies that I can't step into. Hey. What is that? Like a lizard? I haven't found you yet. Come here, buddy. Well, maybe I have found one. It didn't pop up in my memories, so. Stop. Every time I go to lead him on, he stops. Like I'm leading the shot like perfectly, and I go to release,
but I feel
and
like
he'll
building
stop.
until the update is more calm and less repetitive than farming, if you agree.
Yeah, I'm going to do some more building. But even then, I just finished that project like earlier last week. My other one. So sometimes like I have to go through like a cooldown period usually between my builds. Or sometimes it's just a matter of finding the pure inspo right away, which I don't always like think of like what I'm going to do next. Oh god. It's one of the moving cactuses I saw someone else encounter. Look at him go. Come here. Come here. Hey. Look, his eyes are closed. I can see those eyes. Ah! He goes fast. I see you. Go hide again. Yeah. Bones, I hear you. Stop. He knows it's time. It is about that time. We are about at 8 o'clock. Hey! I see you! I see you too, Bones. Relax, please. Does this give a hide? Yeah, it gives a light hide. And then what are these guys? I've never fought a crocodile before. Or an alligator. Oh, this is a crocodile. Why are you not coming at me at all? I guess just take it. I think I'm just gonna log out here because there's really no point in logging, like going back to base if I'm already got stuff. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. I know Bones is great, but he gets a little antsy towards the end of the night when he knows that I'm about to log off, so he's getting very vocal. Let's go send you guys over to someone in the Odyssey world, even though I'm technically streaming over there as well. It's kind of like where people know to find me anyway, so it's not the worst. It's not like I'm tricking people. I was playing LEGO Fortnite earlier. We'll go over to Maximus Gamer. Oh, and also, again, JP, thank you again for all the galaxies and the other gifts. I also stream over on Twitch if you want to come find me there the next time. I stream on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch simultaneously, same time. So like, doesn't matter which one you're on, you're catching the same stream. So thank you guys so much. And again, thank you, JP, for all of the gifties, regardless, and your presence is even more important, to be honest. So thank you for being here, guys. Hightail better than Minecraft? I've never played Minecraft, really. I can't make that comparison. It's like asking someone what's better, chocolate or vanilla, and they've only really had vanilla their whole life. Or vice versa, right? But, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I'll be taking a day off tomorrow, but then I should be good to go for another, like, 7+ days again. That's generally what I try to do. I don't have a set day off schedule. I pretty much just go until I feel like I need to take an actual break and then hop right back on to daily streams. But I will see you guys. What's today? Friday? I'll see you guys. Actually, maybe I do stream tomorrow and I take Sunday off instead. Because Sunday I'm going to the bar with my brother and my father to watch the Bears game. So, and I want to say they're a 4:30 p.m. game. So that would be right in the middle of my stream. So maybe I do see you guys tomorrow. I could also take the whole weekend off, but generally I'm trying to stay like pretty on top of it. But yeah, go Bears. Go Bears. I'll see you guys I'll see you guys tomorrow or Sunday. We'll see. Maybe I'll do an early stream Sunday. Have a good one, guys. See ya.